Hey, welcome to the Dripping Stone Podcast. Podcast with two friends, raise a glass, and have a conversation. I'm Nick.
I'm Kyle.
Are you?
Today I am.
That's good.
Nick.
Kyle.
What are we drinking today?
So we were actually gifted a 4-pack of beers by a friend of the show, James.
James is MVP.
For sure. So he took a trip up to the wilds of Vermont.
Ooh.
I know. And he brought back 4 beers, a 4-pack for us.
Nice.
I know. These are all 4 beers from the Harpoon Brewing Company.
I feel like I've heard of it.
I think you have. They released a special beer with Dunkin' Donuts a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a coffee. I don't know. It was a coffee stout. Yeah. I want to say it was a coffee stout. But
It's a funny thing on TikTok the other day. Like, so this guy just going on a rant of like, who's drinking the coffee stouts? Because everybody's making them.
yeah,
Who's drinking them?
who's actually drinking them? I don't know. I like a coffee stout every once in a while, but not often.
Not that I'd ever buy a 6-pack of it.
No, for sure not. Anyway, so yeah, we've got 4 beers. This comes from their Summer League sampler pack.
Super cool.
Yeah, there's the Rec League, the Bush League, the Pacific League, and then the Big League.
Oh, so this is baseball themed.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Fantastic.
I know. And I figured, we're going to take a quick little break from our 2021 Summer Brewery Tour, the Central Florida Brewery Tour, which has been a lot of fun, but we need a quick little break.
Sure.
So I figured this would be kind of a nice summery thing to get into, and Schick gave us these cans. So
Stepped in and knocked it out of the park.
that's it.
I'm going to do a lot of baseball puns in this one.
I expect nothing less. I'm not going to be disappointed. The more puns, the better, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So which one do you want to start with?
I'd say let's start with the lowest ABV.
That's good to know because there are 3 of these that are all 4.0.
Okay.
So you don't have to guess.
All right, cool.
Let's go with the Pacific.
I'd say let's work our way up through the leagues. Let's start with Bush League. That's where you start. Or actually, I guess Rec League. Let's start with Rec League.
Yeah.
Recreational League.
Okay.
And we'll end with the Big League.
That sounds good.
We'll work our way up to the majors.
So we'll go Rec, Pacific, Bush, Big League.
I suppose I don't really know what Pacific League is.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I feel like Bush League is always like the bottom, though.
Maybe.
I would think it might be Rec, Bush, Pacific. Like maybe like Pacific is like a division of AAA.
Sure.
And
that
then
sounds
big
right,
leagues.
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I just made that.
I mean, it sounds good to me.
Either way, we're ending with the big dog. Great decision on our part. I made sure I ate breakfast this morning.
All right. So the Rec League, this is a hoppy, hazy, light beer.
That's a can opener.
That's a good
right there.
stand. What time is it? Oh, buddy. Cracking beers at 10:30. I'm for it. I mean, why not? This is unusual for us, but it's because we're going to continue our brewery tour later.
Well, sure, yeah.
So,
It's going to be a long day.
Maybe.
Yeah, might be a short day.
Might be a short day. There you are.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so the Rec League Hazy Pale Ale. It's brewed with buckwheat, kasha, and chia seeds with some salts.
Wow.
I know. I'm just reading the. There's no can words.
Gonna make our hair grow like chia.
Chia, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, my favorite chia is the Bob Ross.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
The Deadpool as Bob Ross.
Oh, that one's pretty good. What do you got on the nose?
I've got light beer with some citrus notes coming through.
Man, I'm getting like passion fruit.
Yeah, like tropical.
Yeah, like tropical. In a good
and
way.
Sweet.
Really sweet. I'm not getting any citrus. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of passion fruit, like tropical fruits.
I get the tropical fruit, but I feel like it's laced with lemon.
If I'm gonna go lemon, I'm gonna go like lemon pledge.
Like or like a lemon drop.
Oh, okay.
Candy.
Yeah. Or limoncello.
Limoncello.
Mm.
Good nose.
It is a really good
Smells
nose.
fun.
Yeah. All right, I'm going in.
Man, that's curveball.
Whoa.
Just hoppy. But like a really nice weedy finish.
Yeah, you get none of the nose on the palate.
There's no fruit
at all. It's a really hoppy bitter. But yeah, you get that like wave of wheat on the back end.
Yeah, like a cereal finish. Like some cornflake on the end.
Yeah.
Back end.
That bitter, man. We already said, but this is a 4%er, so it's not a heavy hitter by any means. And Kyle, it's only 120 calories.
Hey.
I know.
That's friendly.
It is friendly.
Man, like I really enjoyed the curveball, but it's kind of I don't want to say one note because it does kind of like shift a little bit, but it's very even keel.
I agree with you, but I want some of those flavors or some of those notes on the nose. I want a little bit of that on the palate, and I get nothing.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. Like it's almost borderline boring because the nose gets you so anticipated for one thing, and then the curveball comes in with like the absolute like antithesis to that.
100% so. Like there's no sweet, there's no fruit, there's no. It's just nothing's there.
Right. That bitter's fun, but it's just kind of one note bitter.
Right. And like
it doesn't get spiky or anything.
It's a curveball without a roller coaster.
Right.
If that makes sense. I
mean,
we've talked about that before. Like I'm good with a curveball, but it's just
it's a hanging curveball.
Yeah.
That you're just gonna
I'm trying to think
it out of the
I'm
yard.
trying to think of so you know the term a submarine pitcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's like a curveball from a submarine pitcher. You have no idea where that thing's gonna go, and that dude's coming from the bottom and a weird ass sidearm, and like it just no idea.
Who knows?
I don't even think that guy knows where it's gonna go.
Good start to the day.
It's a great
Good
start.
morning to you.
It's a good morning, yeah. It's totally crushable. It's something like, man, you're on the golf course, you're even hanging out by a pool, like yeah. Just knock 17 of these back.
Yeah, I mean, this would be perfect at the ballpark.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
That was really enthusiastic. Well,
The problem is you're going to pay $37 for it at the ballpark, and you're still getting 12 ounces.
Especially like a independent brewery here.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez,
there's
markup on that's going to be huge.
Oh, yeah. The at Fenway, you can get Harpoon at Fenway, and it was like, we're going to do a PBR. PBR. 13 for a PBR. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. You ever been in a recreation league?
I haven't. Have you?
Very briefly.
Yeah?
Yeah, didn't. I think I might have played in one game.
That is really brief.
I played a lot of baseball in my youth.
In high school, yeah.
And then when I moved down to Florida, I was part of a recreation league.
Sure.
But unfortunately, like the times that the games were played were like totally conflicted with my work schedule.
Right.
I literally think I made it to one game.
Wow.
It was fun though. Enjoyed it.
Was
It
that like
softball.
I was going to say it was softball.
Yeah.
A city close to us actually does a couple different rec leagues. They don't do baseball, but they do softball and they do kickball. And I really want to do a kickball rec league. I think that'd be super fun.
Right.
I mean, really, it's kicking a ball and drinking beer. That's really what a kickball rec league is.
That's what softball is too.
You're right.
Except you're just swinging a bat at the ball.
Right.
A little more dangerous.
Slightly. I mean, you haven't seen me kick a ball, have you?
Not since that one time.
It was all over that time. It was just done. Hey, so I got a question. As an adult, is it okay to pee in a pool?
Absolutely not.
No?
Never an appropriate time to pee in a pool.
Why not?
Because it's foul. It's disgusting.
But nobody would know.
That's what the ocean's for. Ocean, completely different. All day, every day.
I want to point out, like, oh, who cares? Piss in the ocean.
Yeah, pee in the ocean.
Sure.
Every other animal is too.
Right.
But nobody's peeing in that pool.
No, there's a lot of people peeing in that pool. And they'll all be under like 15.
At a public pool.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
What about like your own private pool? Like, this is my pool.
Maybe that's okay. That's your pool. That's your decision. That's your private toilet that you're swimming in.
I'm gonna say, like, as an adult, it's fine.
That's awful.
That's fine.
That's the wrong answer.
Do what you got to do.
You're contributing to the problem.
Yeah, I mean, you come from a very like knowledgeable place of what it takes to actually keep a pool going.
Sure.
Considering, well, I say that because last year you fought with a pool for like what?
I did.
6 months.
Yeah, we waged war on that one.
You dumped like 47 pounds of salt in it.
I came out the victor eventually. It took a while though.
After you stopped YouTubing shit to figure it out.
After I finally figured out what the problem was.
Well, right.
Thought I was solving the problem and was creating a much larger problem.
It's probably because you weren't peeing in the pool.
Maybe the urine would have cleaned things up.
I mean, okay. Here's my point. Urine is sterile.
Chlorine, a lot of chlorine.
Right. Sure. So, I mean, what's wrong?
It's still just the nasty factor for me. And like you're saying, I'm sure at least 50% of the people in that pool have that same perspective
100%
of
so,
like,
yeah.
no, I'm not getting out. I'm going.
I mean, I will say this. I'm going to probably get out and go. But I'm also I would
having that understanding.
Right. Having the understanding of like, okay, if there's, 10 people in this pool, 5 of y'all aren't getting out.
Right.
So
and every single one of these kids.
Well, and
100% of
that's
them
my
are
other
gonna do
that's my other point. Like if you're in a pool with kids, oh, they're totally pissing in the pool. They're not getting out. What kid is going to get out of the pool? They're like,
Ours always did.
well, you have good kids.
Like it like I said, I will pee in the ocean all day long.
Right.
And I tried to get my kids to do that. Like we're out in the ocean, we're swimming. Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom. Just go. I can't. Like neither one of them ever could.
Right.
I don't know if they do now. Like it's not a conversation we have. They're of that age now that it's not, we don't ask daddy to go to the bathroom anymore.
Right.
But yeah, like when they were kids, like they just couldn't do it. So like we'd have to get out of the ocean and go find a restroom.
Which that sucks because I mean, my beach experience, there ain't a whole lot of restrooms.
Yeah, no, we're pretty strategic when we go to the beach to make sure we go to a place where there's one
restroom
nearby where we know where it's at. But I'll never pee in a pool. That is disgusting.
I admire you for that, man. Because the people on the Twitter books faces are they're conflicted. There's some conflict going on there.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Like, I mean, if anything, as a people, we are conflicted about
People?
everything.
People.
About everything.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
People.
Pool. Gotcha. All right, let's move on to our next beer, shall we?
All right, let's do it.
All right, what did we say?
Rec League, what like overall?
Oh.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm okay with it. I like the theming.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good juice.
It's got that like 80s kind of aesthetic going on.
Yep.
I like what they're doing here, for sure. So this makes me really excited for our next one.
Cool.
All right, and we're going to go to the Bush League.
Bush League.
Here it is. All right. The sound that everyone makes when they pee in the
So
pool.
much more than a breakfast beverage. Beer.
We've definitely had beers earlier than this.
I'm sure we have.
Oh, yeah. There you are.
Nicely done, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
We failed to mention on the last one, on the
color?
Rec League, the color.
Yeah.
Similar color, but it was a little hazy.
It
a little
was.
cloudy.
Yeah, it was a hazy IPA, little cloudy, but I would say like golden. The Rec League was kind of golden, golden hazy.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that? Bush League is
Light beer.
yeah, for sure.
Light.
Light beer.
Yep.
Crisp, clear, no head, barely.
I had a head for a minute, but it dissipated
Yeah.
quick.
Okay. This one, Kyle, is also 4%.
Nice.
And it's 115 calories. So
Whoa, we're dropping
I know,
down,
you're going
man.
5 calories lighter here.
Look at us.
All right, what you got on the nose?
Is there a nose? It is subtle.
It's beer. Like I feel like they have Bush League on the can, and it could just say beer.
Right.
Like
I
there's
do
beer in this
appreciate
can.
The pinstripes on this one, like
I
that
do
one.
too,
That one.
yeah.
You look at that can, and that's baseball. You
For
got
sure.
the diamond, you got the pinstripes, like
Yeah.
that's baseball. Even the font, it looks like a
Baseball font.
yeah.
I get like bitter on the nose, like that like Pilsner, slight kind of beery bitter, but really nothing else.
I feel like I'm getting a little malty,
Like a little
sweetness.
sweet. Okay, I could see that too.
Like it's deep down in there though. Like once you kind of find it,
You're like sucking it up through your nose.
well, it really reminds me of like some of those like weird, not lactose, the milky ones.
yeah, lactose.
So like I feel like I'm sort of getting that kind of a sweetness.
Okay,
Like
like it's sweet,
Kinda
but it's like sweet adjacent.
well, it's like it really reminds me of like that oatmeal pie beer that we had.
The patriarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like once you finally find that sweetness, that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Okay, so this one is dry hopped, and it's brewed with flaked corn, buckwheat, kasha, and chia with sea salt. So kind of similar to the Rec League, but it's just a different style.
So this one's the cornflakes.
Maybe
Flaked corn.
flaked corn. So this is a dry hopped pilsner.
Cool.
going in.
Pilsner. Okay. No.
Yeah, that's
pretty great.
kind of nice. Yeah,
That's bright, flavorful.
it's fresh.
Man, cornflakes.
Cornflakes, though. Yeah, for sure. And
Hard on the cornflakes.
Is it because we've said flaked corn and we've already thinking cornflakes?
Well, what I kind of attribute that to is like either like a kind of bready
Right.
or like cereal kind of flavor to it.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
It just kind of has that, carb taste.
Tastes like carbs. I like it, man. Like it. Not only is it about 33.2 degrees, it is crisp.
Yeah. Crisp is like the only word I can come up with. It is like bright and crisp.
This is a shower beer if I ever have tasted one. Man,
I don't disagree with that.
I could take like 4 of these in the shower. You just mow the lawn. You're like,
See you tonight.
I need to cool off. See you tonight. It's only 4%. You can drink a case of this and be fine.
No, I mean like I'm going to be in there a while.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take a 6-pack in there with me. I'm just going to be in there.
This
See you
cardboard's
later.
kind of gross. There's nothing like flavor-wise that's kind of poking out at all. And there's nothing that's offensive.
No.
It's even keel.
Like, I think the carbonation's perfect.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got that nice bite to it.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
So I feel like if you were to give this beer to a person who drinks a certain blue canned light beer, they would really enjoy this.
Yeah, totally. No, and I think they would be really impressed and kind of confused of what's happened to my light beer.
Right. Right. Because, I mean, this
tastes really good.
exactly. It has all those same kind of similar notes, the same, kind of lightness to it.
Yeah.
But the flavor profile is way better.
Yeah, like hands above it.
It's easy drinking.
Man,
I think I like this better than the Rec League.
I think I do too.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm kind of shocked at myself because if you would have said, would you rather a Pilsner or a Hazy Pale Ale?
I know.
I'm going to go the Hazy Pale Ale all day. But now, man, I'm stuck here.
I agree. Like normally, like you throw a Pilsner at me and I'm going to be like, okay. But
Here's a beer.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. You mentioned the pinstripes on this can.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about baseball, baseball's kind of like the summer sport in America.
Right.
Although, if you're, anybody watching sports, hockey lasts until like mid-July. So, is hockey a summer sport?
Apparently.
But anyway, looking at like a baseball team, thinking about the way a baseball team looks, like literally uniform.
Sure.
Are you a guy who likes the old school pants tucked into the socks, like the pants rolled up and the socks showing? You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Or are you a guy who like, nope, give me the long pants?
I wish I had some of my high school baseball pictures here. I always
Can
had.
I tell you what I think you were?
Sure.
You're definitely socks up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I always loved that aesthetic.
Yeah.
I always had like pants just below my knees.
Right. Had
full sock showage. I was never the contemporary all the way down, like under the cleat.
Yeah.
Like whatever's going on there. Nah, I didn't like that look. I like the show the socks.
Me too. I really like the show the socks look. I mean, not only is it to me like
a little baggy.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Not only to me is it kind of like a classic style. Like to me, that's baseball. Mm-hmm. Like that's what a baseball player should look like.
Yeah. It's part of the uniform.
To me, it is.
Show it off.
Why wear colored, socks if you're not going to show them off?
Yeah. You might be going no sock under there. Some no shows. What the hell? It's part of the uniform.
In baseball?
Yeah. Doing some no shows in your cleats.
No.
Crazy. But you can't prove it because you got your pants down.
Exactly.
We don't know.
No, we don't know.
The can really kind of reflects that classic look too.
Oh yeah.
It looks very like, way throwback.
Right.
Because it's not Yankee pinstripes. They're gray.
Yeah, but it's close. I'm kind of surprised at Harpoon though, because when you think about like pinstripes, you think Yankees.
Right.
And Harpoon is a Boston kind of New England, not New York, like a New England brewery.
Mm-hmm. Brewery.
So they might be, pushing it a little bit here.
Yeah.
There's some people getting
causing some
angry.
controversy.
Yeah. I've been in the Harpoon Brewery.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. The one in Boston. I don't know. I don't think that's the original. I could be like super wrong there.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to call you out on it.
Thanks. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. They got a big beer hall. I don't know what it's like in the time of COVID right now.
Right.
But they got a big beer hall, and it was a lot of fun.
They still got it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Still
But,
there.
what are they?
Whether or not you can get into it or not.
Right, exactly. All right. So you going Bush League over Rec League?
I am. And I like the direction we're going in.
Yeah, me too.
It's like legit. Like that Rec League was fun. Had a good time with it. But we're moving up. Things are getting a little better.
Yeah, they are. And we're moving to the Pacific League.
Nice.
Beautiful.
You're so good at that.
Thanks. All right. So, color? Even lighter.
It's even lighter
Yeah,
somehow.
wow.
Give me some box words on this.
This is a light lager brewed with Kohatu hops, buckwheat, and
Kohatu
chia.
hops.
Yeah, Kohatu hops. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but they're hops from New Zealand. Chia and with salts as well. So they all have chia seeds and they all have buckwheat and salts in there.
They're
What
digging
going
their
for.
salty beers.
But I'm not getting salt on any of these.
I got it at the very end of the Rec League.
You really?
I did. Like
You
the
think that's
last
part
couple
of
of
the bitter,
sips,
though?
I feel like it kind of got like A little salty.
Okay,
But-
but not like goza salty or like go salty.
No,
Like,
no.
ugh. Yeah,
No.
gotcha. Nice little head on this too.
It's not completely dissolving.
No, I like
Amazing.
it. But it is,
Transparent.
yeah, it's really light. What do you got on the nose?
Another subtle nose. Give a little swirl here. See if I can get something stirred up. Man, I feel like it noses just like the last one.
Yeah, really. Like I do get a nice little bitter on it though. Like slight sweet, nothing like poking out at all in a really nice way, like a friendly way.
Yeah, I feel like this one's like even more subtle than the last one. Like I was being able to like
I agree.
find some stuff, but I can't find anything.
It's like slight, like really little whiff of hops.
Yeah. All right. Did my eyes deceive me that this is even fewer calories?
Oh no, this is 95 calories.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been dropping steadily here.
That's like less than water.
Pretty close. I will say that's like NA beer territory.
Yeah.
We're getting pretty close to it.
Totally. Like all those NAs that we've had recently have been around 70.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, this on the can it says light and summery.
All right.
All right,
A little 4.0 action.
here we go.
Another curveball. A lot of flavor, but that flavor is, I'm getting a salty bitter. Mm-hmm. Like salt definitely comes through. Whew.
I don't think I'm a fan of this one.
Yeah, this one's kind of grungy.
You got to explain grungy.
Like grungy just in terms of like it's
Eddie Vedder.
it's like you found a can that was like still had some liquid in it. And even though this is still like totally chilled,
Oh, yeah.
it has like the essence of it being hot. And it was
I
like
totally get what you mean, but I don't know how to convey that. Like, you're right.
it's a half drank can of beer that you found out by the garbage can, and for whatever stupid reason you took a swig out of it.
That makes it sound way worse than I think it is, but I also agree with you.
And it's like, why did you do that? Nothing else could have happened but this.
There's just, to me, there's nothing. There's not a whole lot. You said there's a lot of flavor. There's a flavor, but I don't know what that flavor is.
Yeah, it's grunge.
And because of that, I attribute it to nothing. Like, I don't know, man. Like, that's
It tastes like 90s grunge looks like. A lot of
sweat.
sweat, a lot of flannel.
You haven't washed your hair in a couple days?
Yeah,
Weeks?
like really baggy jeans.
Right.
That's what that era was.
But,
Man, and I don't know. Like I got a lot of flavor that first sip, but like now I keep going back to it. It's like it's just turned into water.
it really is.
I don't know if it was just like the contradiction of going from
I was going to say that.
the Bush League to this, and it was just so different.
Right.
But now that I'm like acclimated to it, like there's just nothing there.
But I will say this, like the crushability factor is like 10 out of 10, but there's no flavor.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's like
you
there's no reward for it.
yeah, you could crack this and just and gone. I mean, you don't have a nice little proof pop.
Yeah, no proof pop, no flavor to think about.
I like what you said. You're not rewarded. There's
Yeah.
nothing that you're like, oh,
Nothing to
good.
contemplate. Yeah,
Right. You're right. There's this like weird salty note, but it's not like salted caramel or salted pretzel salty. It's like over salted meat salty. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's like
It's off-putting.
right. There's a weird salt here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like sweaty salt.
It's like Gatorade. You're just drinking slightly boozy Gatorade.
Are those electrolytes? The only thing that's going on in my head right now is repeating of "Put me in, coach." Mm-hmm. I'm ready to play
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today.
Name of that song?
Hold on. It's by John Fogerty.
Sure it is.
I think is it not Put Me in Coach?
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Wait a second. No, it's
But for me, it's got to be
center field. Yeah.
center field. Is there a better baseball song? No, because you can't think of it.
I mean,
Take me out to the ball.
maybe
game.
take me out to the ball game. Yeah. Because
Give me some Cracker Jacks.
I mean, if you've been to
Cubs.
no
Nope.
Cubs, well, yeah, Cubs take me out to the ball game. In terms of baseball songs, like center field for sure, it's a great baseball song.
Sure.
But anyone who has been to a Red Sox game
Okay.
at
Fenway.
thank you at Fenway and has sat in the seventh inning and they play Sweet Caroline and the entire ballpark is singing Sweet Caroline, it is great. Like, I don't, even if you just detest the Red Sox with all of your being, That is a fun experience. It's not a baseball song, but
Except in that circumstance.
in that circumstance, it somehow becomes a baseball song, and it's kind of great.
But that to me is just a bunch of drunk people singing "Sweet Caroline." That's got nothing to do
100%,
with
that's
baseball.
exactly what that
like,
is.
You get that same experience at any bar that plays that song.
Yeah. But
Like
you haven't been
you
there.
Consider New York, New York a baseball song.
I mean, when it's played at Yankee Stadium, and having been to a game, and that plays at Yankee Stadium, it becomes a baseball song.
I mean, I feel like it's got to be like situational.
Oh, for sure.
For you, like you had to grow up in that scenario, experiencing it in that way.
I got you.
I've experienced Sweet Caroline so many other ways that if I go to Boston and sit in Fenway and hear it there, it's not. I'm not going to be like, baseball.
Now having
Experienced it.
Having had that experience, whenever I hear Sweet Caroline, I'm like,
It puts you there.
I'm taken back to Fenway Park. Do I think of Sweet Caroline as a baseball song? Yeah, I kind of do. I know. I'm sorry.
God, we could debate that because I still don't think it is. Takes you to a scenario where you were watching baseball, but I think it also just takes you back to a nostalgic moment.
Absolutely, yeah.
It could even be a traveling song because it transports you to another location.
Right. So a song specifically about baseball, there is no better song for me than Center Field by John Fogerty, for sure. I mean, it is great.
That's a tough one. Yeah. I mean, there's a song at the beginning of The Sandlot, Finger Poppin' Time. That's a great song, but I don't know that like it's actually necessarily like it's just kind of more of like a tense moment.
Right.
I don't think it's specifically talking to baseball.
Right.
But I love that scene.
Yeah.
When what's his name?
Benny the Jet.
Benny the Jet Rodriguez gets in the pickle.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it's good. All right, you ready to move on to our last one?
Oh, yeah. God. I sat there and talked too long. That got warm and funky.
All right, so this is the Harpoon Big and Juicy Big League IPA.
All right.
Big hops and big haze.
Moving to the big leagues.
Here we go. Isn't that a beautiful sound? That's a beautiful sound.
Pretty fantastic. Every minor leaguer's dream.
That sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
It better be this beer.
All right, the box words on this one say it's a hazy India Pale Ale brew with buckwheat, kasha, and chia seeds with salts.
No kidding.
I know.
Boy, they are into some chia seeds and salt.
It says, like the Rec League times 2.
Okay. Rec League times 2.
This is the 7.2. All right, here we go. It's definitely hazy.
Definitely hazy. We got some
It's kind of chunky, actually.
honey.
Yeah. Nice little head on it,
Holding
too.
that head.
Yeah, for sure. What you got on the nose?
I get IPA.
Not a lot of fruity notes.
Not a ton.
No.
It's in there, but it's not forward.
All of the like passion fruit that I got on the Rec League, I'm not getting any of that here.
Yeah.
Well, I say that. I'm getting some floral notes.
Yeah. It's just kind of buried though.
Yeah. But I can definitely get the alcohol.
There it is.
Yeah.
Give it a little swirl.
Yeah, yeah.
And just throw your nose in there. Like,
Oh, there it is. Yep. You can definitely tell it's got some alcohol punch there.
yeah. It again, and so it's kind of making me think that's not going to be the case, but it smells like it's going to be sweet.
It really does.
But I don't think it will be.
All right, I'm going in. It's sweet, and it's got a lot of bitter. Woo!
It's a little sweet. I don't feel like it's heavy sweet, but my God, man, it is thick. God. Compared to these light beers we've been drinking, like,
Yeah.
man,
It's a
it's
meal.
like clings.
It really does.
It's like hard to swallow. Man.
I get a lot of sweet.
Do you?
Yeah, and I think that like that's part of the thickness of it too. Is like some of that sweet element, but that bitter's really nice. It's borderline.
Shit,
like
we should have started with this when it went backwards.
why?
This is tough. Ending on this one, man. It's like it's like marmalade.
That's a really good way to describe this beer. But you know what? I bet you if you started with this, or if you just had this, not having the other three before it,
I think I'd love it.
yeah, you wouldn't have that like, oh, that's thick.
Yeah.
But because of, putting it together, but I think that's part of like why you buy this pack is you kind of do what we're doing.
Sure.
I mean, like you can have each individually and just, sample and work your way through it. But I think like this is a fun way to do a pack like this because you get to discern all those different flavors with what the company itself is saying, like, hey, put all these, these 4 together.
I would have called this the gummy beer.
Gummy beer, like gummy bear. Why? Because it tastes like a gummy bear?
It has a little gummy bear essence, I feel like, to it.
Mm-hmm.
But just the thickness, like I feel like I'm chewing it.
Yeah.
Now that it's like halfway gone, you can get the nose way better.
Yeah.
A lot of orange.
A lot of orange. I'm not getting a whole lot on the palate, though, like in terms of that. I'm just getting like notes. You know what I mean? Like, and by notes, I mean like some bitter, a little bit of sweet, but I'm not getting any like this particular fruit or any like this thing. It's just kind of like generalities.
I can't get off that marmalade train. Like it literally is like orangey and sugar.
Yeah. It's really thick.
Where would you put it?
Ranking this real quick, this is not my favorite, the Big League.
Right.
Which, if you would have said, like, just reading
I
this,
know.
like,
It's
I
like
probably
what we
would
were
have been like,
saying
now
at
Big League's going to be the
Ellipsis.
best. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to go Bush League at the top, followed by Big League, then Rec League, then Pacific League. What about you?
I think I would go Bush, Rec, Big, Pacific.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why switch Rec and Big?
Just because I was more surprised by it.
Yeah.
I was a little bit more surprised with how good I felt like Rec League was.
Right. I will say I love the nose on Rec League way more than I do on Big League.
I don't know. It's really interesting because again, I totally agree. If I had these individually on like their own separate nights, I think Big League would probably be my favorite beer
For sure.
But having them in this way, it's just I don't know something like I'm just more impressed by the other ones.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah. I got another quick summer question for you. Throw it at you. We did one kind of not baseball related, two baseball related. We're going to not baseball related.
Sweet.
Okay. Sunscreen.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? I mean, like, do you walk outside? I'm putting sunscreen on.
No. I wish I was. Like, I value it a lot. I think it's really important. I wish I did it more often. I just don't. Because I didn't grow up with it that way. Like, when I was a kid.
They don't believe in sunscreen in Alabama?
Well, we just never put it on. And I
Right.
spent like 95% of my growing up years outside with nothing but shorts on. Like, barefoot, like just running
Shirtless?
around. Yeah.
That does make sense.
All
that
the
sounds
time.
Actually, that sounds 100% on brand.
All the time. Like,
I'm surprised you were wearing shorts, honestly.
I may not have been. Like, like it was just never priority, so it's never at the front of my mind.
Right.
Even though it should be. I totally like believe all the the science. but I just never think about it. Like we went to the beach the other day, but we were only out there for like a couple hours, but like I didn't put sunscreen on the whole time.
Ooh. I know. I'm looking at you.
And it's just,
like,
whatever. But at the same time, like early this summer, we went to the beach, and I was out, and it was just a much brighter day.
right.
Like it was kind of overcast the other day, but we were out there. I was probably the same amount of time, and then I sunscreened up, but we were then out there for another like 2 hours past that.
Right.
Crisp right up,
Ooh.
like a snake.
Listen, man.
Took an entire layer off.
The worst sunburn I ever had was on an overcast, cloudy day.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was, like the worst.
Right.
And I regretted my life for like 3 days.
Sure.
Like, man, it was terrible. I'm someone that like, if I know I'm gonna be outside for more than about 10 minutes, man, I'm putting sunscreen on.
Yep.
And like, it is what it is.
Right.
Because this skin burns so fast. Like right now we're talking about sunburn. I'm getting sunburned here in the library.
Right.
That's how sunburned I get.
Sorry about that light.
It's okay.
I can turn it off.
No, it's fine. I want to see your brights.
You lubed up.
You're right. I did. Yeah. No, I'm sunscreening it up for sure.
Yeah.
I found a couple brands that I like and like tried and true. That's what I'm gonna do.
Totally.
What about? So let me ask you this: when you do put sunscreen on, are you a spray bottle kind of guy, or are you a lotion kind of guy?
I spray and then rub it in.
Oh,
Spread it around. I do like a spray, and then I'll make sure, like, because like if you just go,
yeah,
I've seen that happen to too many people where they
me
protected right there, and then like there's like that one spot that you didn't hit.
right.
So yeah, no, I spray and then rub.
See, my
Spray and
ammo
rub.
is sprub.
Sprub it in.
I mean, you've seen me on the golf course, and you've seen me,
Sure, I've seen that gallon bucket you carry around.
That's
and
exactly it.
spoon it on, ladle it
No, I
like mayonnaise.
use the spray too, but man, I'm like,
Yeah, I'll see you in a few minutes, man.
yeah, exactly.
When you're done showering.
Yeah, it's exactly. I mean, we've been on a couple of vacations together. We've been on, obviously, we've done a lot of golf together, man. First 5 minutes of any golf game is really just me putting on sunscreen.
Absolutely.
I mean, it doesn't help that most of our golf games tend to be at like 1 p.m. in Florida.
Yeah, we're
so
getting that good rate.
yeah, exactly. Because I'm not paying more than $20 for golf.
No way.
No. So when I'm 60 and you're 60, I mean, you'll be 60 before me. You're gonna have that nice leathery skin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You got anything else?
Favorite baseball movie?
Oh, God. Sandlot. It's got to be Sandlot.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Sandlot.
I want to say Field of Dreams just because I like that movie, but I don't think it holds up well to me. Like I saw it maybe a couple years ago, and it doesn't hold up as well as Sandlot. Sandlot is a summer baseball kids movie.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, we just watched it literally maybe like a week or so ago.
Yeah,
so good. Holds up better than like
it absolutely
so
does.
many movies.
It absolutely does.
I mean, I think it's because it's a time period.
I was going to say because it came out in the early 90s and it's set in the late 60s. Yeah, somewhere in there. So, I mean, it's because it is representing a time period, but it's not like they're not trying to do like the current time period. So it's nostalgic. Like it fits so well. What about you?
It's probably definitely Sandlot.
Yeah.
Major League's up there.
Right. Bull Durham.
Bull Durham's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Sandlot's probably the one.
I think it's Sandlot for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Angels in the Outfield. You love some Christopher Lloyd.
I never even liked that movie when it came out.
I didn't either.
Like couldn't get into it. You're young Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Ooh, you're more of a basketball guy. I know.
No. Honestly, never seen it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly terrible.
Honestly, never saw it.
Yeah.
Wanted to. Just never did. Never made it to Blockbuster.
Well, let me tell you, you don't have to. You're better for not watching it. Yeah, for sure.
Rookie of the Year? I still say Funky Butt Lovin'. Like, almost on a daily basis.
Daily basis?
Almost.
In what context?
Whenever I want to curse around my kids.
Oh, okay.
Funky Butt Lovin'. Still fits.
A person cut you off. Funky butt loving.
Funky Butt Lovin'.
Which, thinking about that, version of a curse, like, that's actually
probably a lot worse. Like, I mean, still, gives off the same understanding of what you're talking about.
For sure.
But just in a much raunchier way.
I actually agree. It's kind of raunchy. Yeah. I've seen Rookie of the Year, but it doesn't stick with me for whatever reason. Yeah. So, like, I mean, I couldn't quote it. I can't even, like, conjure up a scene from it, but I know I've seen it a couple of times.
Right.
So.
Little Big League? Remember that one?
Nope.
From the childhood?
No, didn't watch it.
I don't know why, but like
Bad News Bears?
No.
Mm-mm. Bad News Bears is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a remake too that was, it was all right.
Right.
You got anything else, buddy?
No, I think I'm good.
So we'd love to know your opinions on baseball movies, baseball socks, peeing in a pool, baseball song, and sunscreen.
Yeah.
And we'd also love to know your opinion on Harpoon's Summer League sampler pack.
What's your favorite league?
Yeah, for sure. If you've had any one
League
of these.
League of Their Own.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
That might be my favorite, actually.
League of Their Own.
Yeah. There's no crying in baseball.
Right.
Like, that's a quotable movie.
For sure.
A lot of quotes in that
movie.
movie.
No crying in baseball. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
So if you've had the Harpoon Summer League, any one of these four, let us know. Well, let us know what you think about them.
Yeah.
Let
absolutely.
Harpoon know that you heard about it here. That's even better.
Yeah. From Dreppin' Stone. Like, hey, guys, I got this because Dreppin' Stone said it was great.
Right. And again, thanks to James for bringing this all the way back from Vermont for us.
Yeah, we love trying the brews from around the world.
100%. You can get in touch with us through email. It's dreppinstone@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us through social media.
It's always one word, Dreppin' Stone, DREP and Stone. Come find us, like us. We'll like you right back. We'll talk about baseball and beer.
We'd love it if you support the podcast. You can do that in one of three ways. You can tell somebody, you can rate us, or you can financially support the podcast through our Buy Me a Coffee page. It's buymeacoffee.com/DreppinStone.
Nice.
I know.
I like that.
I know. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
May your glass overflow.
May your ass never show. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
We didn't do anything.
I did. You seen fireworks. It's the same thing.
Oh no.
I might have just done messed up. So I'm glad this worked out.
Yep. Lemon CeeLo.
Yeah. That's what breathing's hard.
The burps of this day.
Yeah.
When's the last time you heard that word? You sounded like Admiral Akbar.
It's because of you. It's because of you.
Composed into a jelly-like substance. All right, let's wrap this up.
All right.